From Neural Newscast, this is Deep Dive, exploring the moments that shape today.
It is May 25th, and today we are stepping into the heat of Philadelphia in 1787.
I am Thatcher. Today on Deep Dive, we're looking at a day that defined a government and celebrated the giants of stage, screen, and philosophical thought.
It began with a long wait. The delegates were supposed to meet on May 14th, but heavy rains and slow travel delayed the quorum. It was not until this day, May 25th, that enough states were represented to actually begin the business of building a country.
That quorum of 7 states was crucial because they were not just there to tweak existing laws. They were looking at a complete operational overhaul of the American system.
Exactly. Once they convened, the first thing they did was unanimously elect George Washington to preside over the convention. His presence alone gave the proceedings a sense of legitimacy and gravity that they desperately needed.
Washington was remarkably quiet during the debates, but his leadership from the chair ensured that the delegates stayed focused on the monumental task of replacing the failing Articles of Confederation.
It is a fascinating look at institutional design. They were essentially drafting a system card for a new nation, trying to predict how power would drift and where it needed checks. Thatcher, the impact of what happened in that room still dictates the filing of every federal law today.
It really does. While those men were drafting the future of government, other figures born on this day were destined to shape how we think and how we entertain ourselves.
Let us talk about Ralph Waldo Emerson. Born in 1803, he became the intellectual heartbeat of 19th century America. As an essayist and poet, he was a leader of the Transcendentalist movement.
He's the one who gave us the phrase, "the shot heard round the world," in his Concord hymn. Margaret, his work really pushed the idea of individual self-reliance, which feels like a philosophical echo of that same American independence the delegates were debating in 1787.
The focus on the individual is a recurring theme today. Fast forward to 1939, and we have the birth of Sir Ian McKellen. He is an actor who has truly mastered the continuity between classic Shakespearean theater and modern blockbuster cinema.
Most people know him now as Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings or Magneto in the X-Men films, but his career spans decades of highly disciplined craft. He's one of those rare performers who brings a scientific level of precision to every role.
And from the gravity of McKellen, we move to the comedic transformation of Mike Myers. Born in 1963, he is the mind behind some of the most recognizable characters in pop culture history.
Think about the range from the satirical spy world of Austin Powers to the animated heart of Shrek. Myers has this incredible ability to create entire worlds through character work and catchphrases.
It is about cultural impact. Whether it is a foundational document or a beloved film character, May 25th seems to be a day where lasting legacies are either born or set in motion.
Speaking of legacies and fan culture, we have to talk about Towel Day. If you see people walking around today with a towel draped over their shoulder, there is a very specific reason.
This is the annual tribute to Douglas Adams, the author of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It started just 2 weeks after his death in 2001.
The towel is a reference to a specific passage in his books, where he explains that a towel is just about the most massively useful thing an interstellar hitchhiker can have.
It is a fun, quirky tradition, but it also highlights the human angle of history. Sometimes we commemorate the signing of a constitution, and sometimes we commemorate a writer who made us laugh by carrying a piece of bathroom linen.
It shows how narratives, whether they are political or fictional, create communities. Fans across the globe participate in this every year, keeping Adams' wit alive.
From the halls of Philadelphia to the far reaches of the galaxy, May 25th reminds us that the structures we build, be they legal or literary, are what hold our society together.
It is a day of beginnings and celebrations. You can find more historical narratives at deepdive.neuralnewscast.com. I am Thatcher.
And I am Margaret. Deep Dive is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. Explore history every day on Neural Newscast.
This has been Deep Dive on Neural Newscast, exploring the moments that shape today.